In Scotland, there's a loch that gives back what you lost, but not what you want. The loch sits high in the Highlands, wrapped in mist so thick it seems to breathe. No signs mark it. No roads lead directly to it. You find it only when you are already lost, when the map no longer helps, and the quiet grows heavy enough to listen to. The old people say the loch gives things back, but never the things you ask for. A woman came first many years ago. She had lost her husband to the sea and walked for days carrying his name like a wound. When she reached the loch, she knelt at the water's edge and begged for him to return. The loch remained still. When she turned to leave, she heard a sound behind her. Laughter. Not his voice, but her own. From the water rose a memory she had forgotten. The day they met. Young and foolish, laughing in the rain. The grief did not vanish, but it softened. She went home carrying herself again. A shepherd followed. He had lost his way, not on the hills, but in his life. He wanted purpose, certainty, a sign. He asked the loch to show him what came next. Instead, it gave him back something smaller. A knife he had lost years earlier, dropped while helping his father build a fence. Holding it, he remembered patience. He remembered learning slowly, carefully. He returned to the hills knowing the path would reveal itself only step by step. Others came. A soldier who wanted glory received back his fear and laid down his weapons. A mother who wanted answers received back the strength to wait. A man who wanted forgiveness received back the truth and had to carry it alone. The loch never spoke. It never explained itself. It only reflected what had already been given away. One winter, a young man arrived at the loch after losing everything. His work, his home, the future he thought was promised to him. He stood at the edge for hours, anger trembling in his hands. "I want my life back," he said. The loch remained silent. At dawn, the mist lifted slightly, and something surfaced near the shore. It was small and unremarkable, a stone worn smooth. The man recognized it instantly. As a child, he used to carry it everywhere, believing it brought courage. He had lost it the day he decided he didn't need such things anymore. He wept, not because the loch had failed him, but because it remembered him, better than he remembered himself. The people who live nearby never visit the loch lightly. They do not ask it for miracles. They approach it with respect, knowing the difference between loss and desire. Because the loch does not grant wishes. It returns what you forgot you needed, and sometimes that is the only way forward.